All right, we back. Sorry about that. We had a little situation where they try to block us. You understand what I'm saying? But we back. Yo, but the thing about it is, so what happened was Lewis Hamilton, not Lewis Hamilton. I'm tripping. So what happened with the Italian GP? The race finished in on safety car. So basically, Max Verstappen actually got the win while he was on safety car, which is kind of funny because when you think about it, if that can happen in Italian GP, then why can't it happen in the last race of last year? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, under safety car.
Yeah,
Ironically enough, right?
yeah. It's if it happened then, why can't it happen? You know what I'm saying?
Because Lewis Hamilton's name isn't Max Verstappen.
That could be. That could be. That could be it. You think that might be it? I think that might be it, man.
I mean that look, I don't know I don't have any other explanation for that because that is a very keen observation you made right there. Like,
I don't.
gee, why was it that he was able to win under a safety car? Gee, I wonder.
Yeah, I mean, it's
the
kind of weird,
world
you know.
may never know.
I don't know, man. I just find that weird because there's a lot of people in like groups and stuff talking about that. Um,
Yeah,
they're
I can
talking
see
about
why.
how it's kind of biased. Now they're like, well, it can finish under safety car with Max Verstappen in the lead, but it can't with Lewis Hamilton. But then of course, people are saying because it wouldn't matter anyways because he was like 20 seconds up type stuff. I mean, of course they're
Yeah,
saying all that stuff, but I don't know. I
I
mean,
mean, imagine how shafted Ferrari fans feel. Leclerc finished second. I don't know. Maybe he could have gave him some shit. Who knows?
shoot, maybe I don't know, but I got Charles Leclerc's I got his
Okay,
radio.
fair use, fair use.
I got his
Okay,
radio.
fair
Here goes his
use.
radio right here.
Jeez.
And safety car deployed. Stay positive. We believe we'll have 3 or 4 laps after the safety car racing lap. We are checking if we are restarting. We'll let you know. 2 laps left.
They should let the cars overtake
Right.
the Alpha Romeo and the Alpha Tauri. But
Understood. We are asking for that. And we will finish the race behind the safety car.
yeah, copy.
We are doing it. So this is the last lap. Okay. At the end of the lap, the safety car will come in to the pits.
Jeez.
Take to the cross.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. The track was cleared. Come on. Come on. We are Formula 1. What are
You gotta love it.
anyway?
Yo, Ferrari can't catch a break, man.
Good God, man! It's like, wait, if it was good enough for Verstappen last year, right?
Yeah.
It was good enough for him last year. What the hell?
Ferrari
We're at
can't
our
catch a
home
break,
track
man.
for crying out loud.
And it's so crazy. Even Charles Leclerc, didn't he say, "All right, we got to let these other cars pass. We got to unlap. They got to unlap themselves." Didn't he say that?
Yep.
I guess he's trying to follow the rules that they put in play last year. So why would they change?
Well, okay, no. See, there's what he understands the rules to be. This is why even Lewis, when you heard the radio from the last race, the drivers clearly understand the rules. Okay, they clearly understand the rules. So when they get a directive from the team that kind of in their mind kind of goes against what makes sense based on the rules, they're like, what the F, huh?
Nah, yeah, it doesn't make sense at all. But
Yeah. In
I
their head,
felt
it's like, okay, well, we need to do this, this, and this. And they're like, no, just do this. And it's like, just do this? What are you talking about?
All right, here goes Lando Norris and his team radio as well after the safety car finish.
Safety car deployed, safety car deployed. It's going to stay safety car till the end, isn't it? I have a horrible feeling that way. They're struggling to move the car.
Fuck.
Okay, the forklift is with the car now.
Okay, but what about all the positions? Because the positions are messed up, huh? So will they just restart it like this?
Yeah, we are checking and asking what's going on.
They're not going to
Yeah,
restart
they
it.
Okay, they're about to let lap cars overtake. Lando, I think he's going to finish behind the safety car.
Why? They could easily just resume the race. Why are they so stupid?
I don't think the Tifosi are particularly happy either. So, Lando, the safety car will be in this lap. Obviously, we just proceed across the line in this order. Sorry about the launch, Matt. Sorry about the pit stop. You drove a great race there.
Yeah, cheers.
Damn.
Yeah, true. And you know, it's so funny. I don't really, honestly, to be honest with you, I don't really think the drivers are okay. Prior to last year, I don't think the drivers were ever confused on that rule ever. I think now the drivers are confused because they're trying to follow something that may have just been inputted with pencil.
No, here's the thing, right? The
You know what I'm
rules.
saying?
Well, no, the rules are what they are, right? And the
But
drivers, like I said, the drivers are on track. They understand it. The issue here is it seems as though is that it's people who aren't the drivers, i.e., the governing body, the stewards, and all that. They, in addition to the teams themselves, the strategists, do things that really do perplex the drivers. Like listen to the radios, dude. Like they're like, what the hell?
mm-hmm.
Like they don't understand like why things are happening the way they're happening. When as a driver, they understand the rules, so they're like, okay, we're thinking if we're doing this type of strategy, we're doing this, we're doing that, then we should be doing A, B, and C. Like Occam's razor, dude. Like your simplest line to a more practical solution is typically going to be the most accurate pathway to a solution, right? So the drivers are very linear in their thinking. And the teams, like I'm just saying, dude, like Ferrari's done like head scratch and stuff. Mercedes did some head scratch and stuff with Lewis at the last race. I mean, it's like that's where the drivers are kind of like, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm talking. We're kind of really saying the same thing, but I'm really talking about just in terms of just this, the safety car. I'm not talking about anything else, but in terms of just the safety car, I feel like the drivers they had a notion of how it went prior to last year, and now when this particular situation happened, you have Charles Leclerc saying, "Okay, well they're gonna unlap themselves," and then Lando Norris talking about, "Okay, the order's messed up. They have to fix the order." And then they wound up just finishing behind the safety car. But that didn't even happen last year. Well, actually, last year, certain cars, got to unlap themselves, and certain cars didn't get to unlap themselves.
Yeah, there was a certain part of the field
yeah.
that was able to unlap, but they wouldn't have affected the outcome of the race.
But hey, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the truth of the matter is, like you're saying, the governing bodies, they're not acting in accordance with how they should be acting. So
yeah,
we got Toto Wolff.
Toto, good to see you.
He's reacting to the race ending behind the safety car. So I want to see what he says in his sarcastic.
It was good, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It was good, yeah.
Race of the European season. Everyone about to go to Singapore and Japan. Is that about the most you could have hoped for today, realistically speaking?
Yeah, I think we see that we are on the track that don't.
Yeah.
Really third on the road.
Wait. Hold on. I'm not keen on it. Is the next race in Japan?
I think
that's what
might
he said.
Be. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Monza's always an important race, isn't it? Last race of the European season. Everyone about to go to Singapore and Japan. Is that about?
Okay, yeah, Singapore and then Japan.
Realistically speaking.
Yeah, I think we you see that we are on the track that don't suit us. We are clearly third on the road, and so 3 and 5 is probably the maximum exploit.
Okay, a good drive from Lewis. I'm very strong from George, but good drive from Lewis through the field as well.
Yeah, that
Jesus.
like a little bit
Right.
but then once he tires came together, he was very good.
How close are you to realistically targeting second in the Constructors' Championship as we go to the flyaway race?
I think it's all to play. We are 35 points behind or so, with six races left or 7. We just need to do the best every single weekend and then see whether we come out second.
That soften the blow a bit of this year's car.
It would maybe a bit, but there's more blows. We're ending up 30 seconds behind the leader, and that is the gap that we need to catch up.
I almost dare not ask you about the safety car restarting. They followed the race director followed what they should do, and the race ended the way it was. Any view on that? Way things could have been done quickly. Could have been dispatched.
What do you think about that, Toto?
Sooner.
You know, there is
No, Mikey, this is not right.
under critics, but in this time they followed the rules. Maybe they could have done it a lap earlier or let George through, but at least they followed the rules and they accepted that the race ends on the safety car, and this is how it should be or shouldn't have been. And,
I'll get into that. Just one final word on Nick De Vries, a driver that you sat in your space at the back of the garage and talked to. You've seen his career grow. He's been a Mercedes driver, a champion for you in Formula E. How happy are you that he's delivered 2 points for Williams today? And what are your thoughts on his future? I know he leaves your cover in...
My thoughts? He's taking Lewis Hamilton's spot. That's my thoughts.
I was going to say, at this point, you may as well change Lewis's name to Lewis Botas, because basically he's going to... Okay, look, I'm listening to what the question the dude asked Toto Wolff earlier about like George Russell. How do you feel about the possibility of finishing second in the points and all that, right? Look, man, they're gonna wick Lewis's car up and then give him team orders, dude.
So wait, you saying that they're gonna make his car fast and then his car's gonna be fast and they're gonna give him team orders to finish behind?
Yeah, they're gonna push Russell. Yeah.
At this point,
they're gonna do what Bottas was doing with Hamilton.
At this point, man, I am in no position to say I don't believe that, because at this point, I think we have seen it all in F1.
Yeah,
we have seen it all.
Well, I mean, look who's positioned better. Remember, we were kind of quasi joking in the last car talk about how Lewis was in the back. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, when he was walking by?
Yeah, remember that, dude?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro, like, get used to that being Lewis's position at Mercedes.
I think he has too much pride, though, to allow that to be something that we see on TV all the time. I think this is very new. This is new for him, and this is new for us. He's gonna leave. He's gonna leave if that becomes a mainstay.
Well, he's out of there after next year, 2023.
Okay, yeah.
It would be hard as hell for me to stay if I was him.
I wouldn't want to stay. Why would you stay, though, if they're not going to give you anything that you can really drive?
He's under contract.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe next year.
You know, buy me out. Dude, just buy me out. Buy me out.
Yeah, maybe next year will be more of a tough one for him than this year.
Jesus.
I don't know, maybe. I mean, if the car has pace, then maybe not. But if the car doesn't have pace, and then they're still giving him team orders and like just ceremonial finishes for his other teammate and stuff like that, then maybe that one might be a little bit more tough.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know, but let's listen to Toto.
In terms of contract for the year, do you think he could go to Williams potentially?
I think what else should he do in terms of performance than what he has shown today? I mean, no training, jumped in a car that he hadn't driven, straight into FP3. I mean, it showed what he's capable of doing.
Great, Toto. Thanks very much. See you in Singapore.
All right, that's Toto. That was his. Well, we gotta listen to the man, Lewis. He
switch and save $652.
He doesn't. He doesn't have a He has a hat on. So we can't see the the vein on the side of his head.
Yeah, but that hat is glowing, right?
It has clean too, though. By the way. But anyway, here we go.
It looks like a good result today from where you started on the grid. It looked like you had a great race today. Would you have liked to have any more laps at the end, or were you
Look at his face.
stay behind the safety car?
It was a good race. I didn't expect to.
You saw that look down that he did right there.
Man, yep,
You saw that, right?
yep.
He
Wanted,
wanted
look at his face.
he wanted to be sarcastic and say like, "Oh,
He was like, "Bitch, I started P19."
Right? You thinking exactly what I'm thinking. Why are you asking me these dumbass questions? Come on now.
It was a good race. I didn't expect to. The guys were saying that anywhere between 6th and 4th was possible. That always feels a stretch for me, but no, I had fun. I struggled at the beginning just with the car heavy and on the tires behind everyone, and tried to avoid collision at the first corner, and ended up stuck behind the AlphaTauri once again. But yeah, I'm really grateful to have made way through and got those points. I think at the end, the car behind, I think the two cars behind had fresher tires, so kind of glad that it finished over.
Did you carry any damage from the contact at the start?
Get out my shot, Pierre.
I don't remember having any contacts. I avoided collision.
Damn.
Damage on my, I think I hit a bit of debris as it came off another car.
What?
And damaged the little
He was all up in the background.
Right.
It was. Yeah.
Did it affect the pace?
I have no idea. It didn't feel that great, but it was flapping around, so I'm sure that was. I don't even know what those things are for.
I don't. They've all got everyone using different names, eyebrows, all sorts. All right, thanks very much for this.
Hey, let me ask you a question, man. Do you think if he was at another track outside of Monza, do you think he would have been able to pull a? I'm not sure if he was. Was he dead last?
Who?
Lewis.
Lewis? No.
Yes. He wasn't
No,
dead
he
last.
wasn't dead last.
All right. Well, do you think he would have been able to pull a whatever position he was from the back to like a damn near podium finish if it wasn't Monza? Because Monza's a tough track to even like get to the front because of that long ass straight. You know, most of those straights and stuff.
No, because if he can, like I said, if he can eat up 14 positions, okay, then if he could do it at Monza, he could do that anywhere. My issue is that if he's P19, he can eat up 14 spots, but if seemingly somehow he's P7, he can't eat up 5 or 6.
Nah, yeah, I know that makes sense.
That's just weird to me, man.
But that makes sense. I'm just curious though, in general, like if this, like for instance, I know he kind of did something similar to this last year in Brazil. So say this was Brazil again, do you think he would have actually got a podium instead of that P5? Because he did struggle.
No, because at this point, I'm thinking that they're implementing team strategy more than anything. Like the race isn't Lewis's to just drive to try and win anymore.
Got you.
Like
Okay.
the race is Georgia's. Okay, let's go back to the last race.
Yeah.
Okay. He told them what they were going to do when he came in, right? Remember that tire change? He told them, right? It wasn't no team orders. Like he ordered the team. I'm coming in. We changing these damn tires, bro. How come Lewis ain't pulling? How come he ain't? Where's his stroke at? Right? He was on some like, you guys screwed me. George Russell was on some like, damn, now y'all gonna change my tires.
Yeah, but like I was saying, man, even when that happened, though, I think that was BS. Like, I don't really think that was like him pulling some type of authority and saying, "Hey, changing my tire." I think that was something that was planned. To be honest with you, because
it was what he said. He was just like there was a strategy that was told to Russell. He said, "No, I'm coming in. We're going to change these tires."
No, I hear you on that. I'm saying that I think that was a farce. I don't believe that was the real truth. And what I mean by that is I think that was something that was planned. Everybody was on softs except for Hamilton.
Right.
That's just what I'm looking at. I don't think that a veteran as Lewis Hamilton would make a mistake in regards to like tire compounds and just particular.
Of course not. No.
So
no.
That's why when I hear that, I'm like, I don't know, man. Some of that stuff doesn't even seem like I don't know, like a viable I don't know. It just doesn't seem right though to me. A lot of that stuff though.
Well, like I said, man, uh, of course they're gonna say Lewis stellar drive,
Hmm.
right? P19 to P5. It's like, I didn't get on the podium. What you talking about? I didn't get no win.
All right.
What you talking about?
Right. All right. So we got our last clip of the day in regards to F1, and it's from our favorite short guy with a large head.
Mhm.
No disrespect, but you already know who that is. Nick DeVries.
That's a privilege.
Well, look,
Thanks to the fans, honestly.
On debut, how does that feel? How does it feel right now?
Like a dream. Honestly, I didn't dare to
He kind of does have a big head, dude.
debut.
He's
It's
a
been
huge
a
head.
very hectic past 24 hours.
I mean, look at like the head to shoulder ratio.
Excitement into
There's a lot of drivers like that coming up in the world.
Really? They came out of their mother's womb with a helmet on.
It morphed into their skin.
Yeah.
Just got me going, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity and also how we grabbed it with both hands as a team.
I think your brakes were smoky at the start.
But yeah, he did put it down in Formula E though.
I was a little overexcited, putting a bit too much temp in the brakes.
Good stuff.
Damn. Look at that. The brakes are all burning.
He's like, please, like, turn.
Yeah, he's like, hurry up.
As you said, how do you harness the nerves? When you got in there, did it just feel really natural to you?
Well, obviously, I acknowledge we had a little bit of luck with, some of the grip penalties and also some of the retirements. But
Now, you know what's interesting? Just in him taking that turn, me watching him, I watched a lot of Formula E, especially when he was running Formula E. And because the Formula E cars are lower center of gravity weight, the batteries literally sit on the bottom of the floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's high torque motors. I'm looking at just his style, how he was driving it. Very tight turns, because in Formula E, that's what you have to do. You don't take wide turns with electric racing cars, dude. They're heavy. You stick to a line. You take the tightest one possible because there's so much torque, right? That it'll power you through the tightest turn at the highest speed if you can get the grip. You know? So I was watching him just kind of do when they come into that first little S right there, and they come down the straight and they come to that first that little S section. It was just the way he took it, dude. Like look how much of a gap he's got on that dude right there, just coming out of there. Yeah, right here. Boom.
Well,
now watch how he goes through here. Watch this.
We had a little bit of luck with, some of
Look at how tight it was. Out of there.
Sometimes you can take those, and we definitely capitalize.
Look how much space he put between them. Look at that.
Take those away from us, and
boom.
I'm just proud and happy that we took this opportunity, and whatever happens in the future, no one can take this away from us.
Well, fantastic job, firstly, with the points. Everything you've done this weekend has been fantastic. But, you said at the end of the race, your shoulders were hurting. Now, to jump in right at the deep end, not completely prepared for this weekend, tell us, what is it like for the first time to drive a Formula One car for the race distance?
I was even lucky because this isn't really the most physical track. But I will admit, physically, I'm not, fit enough. I'm doing a lot. I'm traveling a lot. I'm driving simulator. I'm doing FE endurance.
He's eating too many Cheetos.
Trying to kind of
while driving the simulator.
And yeah, you just gotta deal with it when it comes. And when the safety car came out and I kind of relaxed, that's when it felt like my arms went in spasm. I just couldn't move them anymore. So yeah, they are coming back slowly, but it feels like being a monkey. They're hanging on my little body.
There's nothing that makes you race fit like being in the race car, right?
You're
How long does it take to affect an appendicitis?
Yeah, that's not something you want to do, though.
I'm not very well informed about medical.
You're not going to be driving in Singapore, right?
I don't know. But,
that's the thought. I mean, that is a tough race. I mean, you're going to have to go to the gym, and
I know that
is a really, really tough
Thank you
race.
for the reminder. Yeah, but for now, I'll take this and enjoy this moment.
But congratulations! I think you left the calling card.
I'm gonna watch some DeVries footy from this race. I'm curious. I need to see how he ran that race, because just from that little part right there. Like I said, I saw him. That looked like a Formula E line.
Just how he took it.
Yeah, he took it so tight coming out of there. When they came out of that, dude, you saw that gap he opened up?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like he was ready. He was ready. He's been preparing for this for a while.
Well, it's like you can see how tight he took it at the speed he took it, and the car behind him, how wide they went.
Mm-hmm.
And when they came out of that section, dude, he had like about 2-3 car lengths on him.
Yeah, usually if you take that bus stop correctly, you can leave a gap in front of, well, behind somebody that's behind you, because you can lose a lot of time in that. You know, I'm speaking from a sim racing perspective, but but that was like the last part of in regards to Formula One. So we got our top. We got Max Verstappen is P1, Charles Leclerc P2, and then we
Surprise,
had
surprise.
right George Russell P3 and Sainz is P4, and Lewis Hamilton, last but not least, was P5. But you know, in the great words
He
of
gets the hard charger award though.
yeah, he does. But in the great words of Bobby, what's his name, Bobby? I don't know. Ricky Bobby. In the great words of Ricky Bobby, if you're not first, you're last, especially in the Mercedes team. Yo, so leading into our main topic, we want to go ahead and see your Nord run, your Nordschleife run.
Yeah, this is the 6-minute Nord run. Go to 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
That's like that's right here. This part is like maybe like the end. Because I did like the outside cam, and then I did the same lap, but I showed in car. So there you go. That's 9 minutes right there.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the quickest time I've run on Nords. Okay, 6 minutes 41 seconds. We were talking about running the Nordschleife, doing this type of racing and stuff like that. And I was telling you, dude, like I practice the hardest stuff so that everything else is easy. Like that's kind of like my approach to it. So my whole goal here was to see how fast I can run the Nordschleife, right? So first of all, get in one of the fastest cars and then run it. And this is 6 minutes 41 seconds now. There's places in here where I totally ate up seconds. So I'm thinking realistically 6 minutes 15 seconds, 6 minutes 10 seconds. That's like my next goal. I'm not going to say sub 6 minutes. I'm not going to say that shit yet, but yeah, I think I can squeeze out another 30 seconds when you look at the footage here.
Okay, cool. Let's take a look at it.
Lap. But you guys saw 6 minutes 41 seconds.
Oh, who's that talking? He sounds familiar.
That's me, man. I was all happy and shit.
It's all right. Hold on. All right, here we go. On board.
You gotta remember, this is a hybrid car.
Is this the real Ulysses talking, or the one that was talking in the past?
No, this is me. This is the real one, not the dude.
Trying to make sure we're not doing any looper.
Yeah, no, like we're in some sort of Twilight Zone, right?
It'd be crazy if the old you from an old recording started
No,
talking.
I don't think I talked in any part of this right here. I was like focused as hell.
I mean, on Nordschleife, you have to be focused. If you're not, you're going into the tree.
This is a high downforce car, right? So you could take the turn like that.
Yeah.
You're doing the Porsches and stuff. No, hell no.
What up, Formula?
Yo. I'm just saying, man, you know, maybe I can get a real-time Nordschleife seat. I don't know.
So you say you're trying to what now?
I said maybe I can get a real time like Nordschleife seat, man. One of those VLN teams.
Yeah,
They run the Nordschleife series.
yeah.
This is this is like going to a record label and like giving them your demo tape.
No, that'd be cool though, man. I mean, we gonna talk about that, man. You can
That's what I
do it.
mean, dude.
You could definitely do it if you just practice it and just send out your demo tapes like it's 1995. I'm being
send
dead
out
serious.
send out your links,
Right.
your run links.
Yeah. Like for real, for real.
Like, dude, I want to run like some hardcore series that has these cars on the Nord. I haven't seen any around.
You want to run some what now?
I said I want to run like a real hardcore series where it's like Le Mans prototypes, but it's on like the Nordschleife or something. I haven't seen any of those races around.
No, that'd be cool though. I'm not sure if I've seen any either.
So let me show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
There's certain parts through this section right here, I'm lifting.
You bit it right there.
Watch, I'm gonna lift. See, I shouldn't have lifted right there. I should have stayed in it.
Yeah, you could have went flat the whole way.
You stay in it, and then boom, you downshift. Right, coast, because there's a lot of motor backwinds, electric motors on this car, right? So you use a lot of motor braking. That's why you can go in real deep and brake, because the brakes are doing maybe 60% of the braking.
Yeah.
The electric motors are doing the other maybe 30, and then the transmission's doing maybe 10.
Gotcha. It's like driving a spaceship, this car.
Dude, it's crazy, bro. Like I don't know how many, because I did one, I think when I started recording these runs, I was lapping under 8 minutes, right? I said, okay, wait, I'm gonna record that. So I did one like maybe 7 minutes, 45 seconds, and I thought I was the bomb, right? And then maybe like a week later, I did this run, and I was like a minute under. And I had practiced it, and I was like, oh snap, let me record a run. And that was this one. This is the fastest run I've done on this.
Yeah.
And then after I watched this, a few times, I'm just like, dude, I see where I could have just really eaten up seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's really through this part, right? Like all through right here. Kind of bouncing up and down the gears more than I need to.
Yeah.
See, like right there, I didn't need to do that. And I'll show you where I lost a lot of seconds. It's going to be coming up. I'll show you. Because I watched some real footage and I was just like, oh, dude, I should have stayed in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right here. This is where you do like that long ass, I forgot what the straight's called.
The straight where you catch everybody?
Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Now let me show you where I screwed up. Okay, so now you're gonna go down where it starts to snake through here. You need to stay in it all through here.
Yeah, you could have stayed. Yeah.
Yeah, see that's
right here. That's when you break it.
Yep, I screwed up right there.
Well, no, definitely, man. I would definitely push that if you want, to be a Nordschleife. like
Hey man, that's kind of like my little, you know, my little, if I want to claim to fame or whatever is in sim, it'll just be as a Nordschleife specialist.
Yeah.
I'll race other stuff too, but man, I want to be badass on the Nordschleife, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's always cool though to be a specialist in like a particular track.
No, I see you do like I see you lap Spa, bro. Like I still can't get Spa down like how you get it down.
Yeah. Well, one thing about Spa is that I don't know. It's when I first started, it was kind of like an easy track. You know, it's a track that I generally fell in love with, and I generally liked. So it was something that I didn't have really too much of a problem with. I feel like all cars are pretty generally easy to drive around that track at the time. The only cars that I really have problems with are the ones that have a lot of understeer.
Wait,
I.e.,
you said Spa was easy?
so yeah, when I first started, I felt like Spa was I feel like Spa was an easy track to race on. Um, so that was just a track that I was just doing a lot. You know, the only time that I have really hard time with that track is when I'm doing like cars with a lot of understeer, i.e., the Porsche Mission R, the all electric car that iRacing just dropped.
You better you better learn to love that understeer, brother.
When they open up the garage to whenever you're able to make changes to the setup, I'll definitely be making some changes to compensate for that understeer though, for real though.
Yeah.
Hey
Welcome
yo,
to the world of electric cars, man. It's built-in understeer.
right? Hey, I'm gonna be right back. Okay.
All right, that's what's up. So good evening to everyone who is listening in. Formula Otaku, I see you in the house, man. What's going on, man? Welcome. If you guys have not, this is for those of you listening live, or for those of you guys that are catching the playback. This is a continuation from the last live stream we were just doing a little bit earlier. Yeah, I think we kind of ran afoul of either the YouTube or the FIA gods, or a combination of the two. And yeah, we got clipped. So this is a continuation of that live stream. So if you have not, take the time out, please, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it, you know. And we're not the only two people doing I mean, when we do this, but we also are more than welcoming to have other people come on up and give their take on what we watch and some of the footage of these races and stuff like that, or give your take on some of like what we're about to talk about, guys that are going from sim to real racing and stuff like that. So, like I said, if you guys enjoy this, yeah, please make sure you sub to the channel, like the video, so it tells the algorithm like, hey, these dudes do cool stuff, and share it with your buddies.
Yeah, no, for real though, I appreciate that. If you do, you guys do that, bring traffic to both our channels because that's the whole goal. Just trying to make everybody aware of what we're doing here. But
And we're
segue.
also trying to show you that we're beasts when it comes to this sim racing game. Sorry.
No, we are beast. I'm not a Norse life beast like you though. I'm just a spa beast. I think you muted yourself.
Yeah, I did, man. No, I was about to sneeze. I was blowing my nose.
Oh. Hey, but the segue into our next topic, man. So the title of the show is Sim Racing Success Stories. And the reason why I feel like this is a very important topic for us to cover is because I don't think people realize, like the normal public realizes how close you can become to driving a real car just by starting in a sim rig. And this is something that I wanted to touch on, not only to inform you guys, but to also build confidence within myself and remind myself this is something that you should continue to do because it could push you forward to what you really want to do. But there's a lot of people that have done it. Just to name a few, I haven't even said the names. Why would I say just to name a few, right? But there's a lot of people that have done it. We got our man Jan Martinbro out over there in Europe. He started with the GT Academy and he went from GT Academy straight to my favorite
Super
series,
GT.
Super GT. He went over there. He's not racing this year, but he will be getting a seat soon. I'm not sure. I mean, he's not racing the Super GT, but I'm not sure where he'll be picked up and where he'll be racing soon. And
Yeah, I'm
then,
pretty sure there's other opportunities out there.
right, and then of course, we got like James Baldwin. He started out a sim race on a set of Corsa Competition, and
Mm-hmm.
he picked up a seat with Jensen Button's team. He's racing at McLaren out
Boom.
there, right? Then we got Jimmy Broadbent. Jimmy Broadbent is a very inspirational sim racer. Especially when he tells his story about how he went through depression, how he was facing troubling times in his life, and how sim racing helped him. If you see where he started to where he is now, where he's racing a Praga, he has a Praga seat.
Yeah, he's racing a Praga R1.
Praga R1. He's actually doing work out there. He's buying the cars that he's always dreamed of, as far as like a Supra, and I think he has an R32 Skyline. Like, it's crazy when you see
Yeah.
the progress with somebody can make. Excuse me. When you see the progress somebody can make when they put their mind to something that they actually like. And then, of course, we got our man Super GT. Now, Super GT is like a jack of all trades, that I would like to say, because Super GT went from, I don't know what his regular job was, but had like a regular job, and he was putting out videos every other day, right? But then he started.
Yeah, he was just doing the Gran Turismo stuff and just working a day job and kind of moved into various things, man.
hmm But I remember in his story he was saying like he started taking it serious, and he started putting them out more like consistently, and then he started to see his channel started to grow. And from there
Mm-hmm.
you seen him drive McLarens in real life. You seen him get a real seat in karting and be sponsored on that team. He's even driven
That's
the
Lando's company that sponsors him.
It is Lando Norris sponsor
Was
him.
it called Quadrant?
Yeah, his the market, yeah, that's similar. I
Yeah,
think it's like an
Quadrant.
online marketing team.
Yeah, they basically he uh he signs influencers
Mm-hmm.
that are doing like athletics and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and especially like this type of stuff here. That's for Super GT. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
dude, he kind of fell into. This is one of those opportunities that I think you're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, because a lot of like F1 drivers, a lot of them have side gigs. So let's say, for example, Daniel Ricciardo he has a karting brand, Ricardo Kart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With Burrell.
Burrell rolls all the Ricardo Kart product off their line. So there's a whole kart brand that Daniel Ricciardo has his name on, that drivers race in and win in and stuff like that, right? And so there's a racing legacy and there's a business legacy attached to what they do, right? Lando's doing it in a new way, right? He's leveraging social media, uh, and all the various platforms, Instagram, this, that, YouTube, Facebook, etc. And somebody like a Super GT ended up, you know, working with Lando Norris with his marketing firm based off the fact that he was doing Gran Turismo on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
No, it's very crazy because if you asked him, did you see yourself there? You
No
probably,
way.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to. That's crazy, man. Because even like with Jimmy Broadbent, going back to him, Gran Turismo asked him. Well, they invite him to host a lot of those world championships too. You know, to where they're racing like worldwide. Um, but
Hmm.
I think that's just crazy. Just how it could take you somewhere when you're not even really like planning for it. But our first guy, like I said, was Jan Martin, bro. He started off in the GT Academy, and he was in the first. I think it was the first GT Academy. He actually won it.
It
But
was the first one.
yeah, the very first one.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna play his story.
And for
Okay.
me, it was always cars, always wanting to be a racing driver. So when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and I realized you could do it for a job, I was like, right, I want to do that. And then growing up, you realize, I'm not going to be a racing driver, because you figure out how much it actually costs to become one. I didn't do any karting. I don't know anyone in motorsport. It sort of became like just a dream, just a goal which is sort of unachievable. Fortunately, when I was like 19, GT Academy happened. The prize was a professional contract with Nissan, a professional drive in the Dubai 24-hour race in January 2012. It was really weird. I just woke up one day, went on my PlayStation, and there was like a new menu, GT Academy, and I entered it. I knew what it was, obviously, because past winners like Lucas and Jordan. I think I played for an hour, and I was then the top 50 in the UK. But this competition was open for 6 weeks, and I entered the first week, and the times changed so fast because it was just one car, one track. So I left it for 4 weeks, and then the last 2 weeks I just stuck at it at least 5 hours a day, just going round and round and round in this 370Z around this Mickey Mouse fancy track, and then only the top 20 from like each European country would go through to the next round, and I think I finished 11th in UK and Ireland, and then was at the next round at Brands Hatch. That's when the dream or the realization that something could happen was happening. And from the 20 people that were there at Brands Hatch, 2 would go through to the final at Silverstone. Went to Silverstone, did lots of different challenges in GTRs, 370s. People get knocked up at various stages, and I was the last one of 4 left. And
that's crazy, dude.
We had like a race, and I qualified first for this race. It was a 20-minute race at Silverstone. And
but yeah, just going into that, man, it's like his story.
Well, I didn't realize that Academy involved all that right there. That I was just looking at. I was like, whoa, that looks intense.
Yeah, they used to have him doing a lot of physical stuff, like running laps.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had him doing like lines and stuff, like suicides on the court and everything. Like, it was serious. I remember seeing that, like on because I remember when I first
watched like some serious business right there.
Yeah, I remember when I first watched it. It wasn't on YouTube though. I think when I first watched it, it was like on a Speed channel or something like that.
Okay.
But it's cool, man, because he went from that, you know what I'm saying? But he went from that to racing in Super GT.
I mean, dude, that's one hell of a leap.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it all started from him doing Gran
Turismo.
Gran Turismo. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's crazy because, like, for instance, it started, from him doing Gran Turismo to him actually being.
Switch and save $650.
Yeah, I know, guys. Don't worry about it.
Premium.
Well, obviously, I'm not gonna do it. So, but he started from that and he went to this.
Connects to our helmet and one to for our body. You push this and the fan button.
Like
he's
driving a Calsonic.
And, how to go?
Oh, this one was the realized, not the Calsonic.
Come on, dude.
That's crazy, man.
Come on. What?
So to get in the car, the GTR, we have some like cool.
But it all started from him putting in 5 hours a day of practice on Gran Turismo. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's, I don't know, man. That's just crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go from 5 hours a day, and then you
to
can
a
make
whole Super GT sheet.
Yeah, you can just make your dreams come true, just like that.
Why is it Liberty Mutual every time, bro? What is that?
I don't know. It's whoever paid for it. But I just think that's crazy. And then our next guy, I'm pretty sure everybody knows, but it's Jimmy Broadbent.
That car, he goes, look, he squeezes. Go on, and they both go out.
Yeah. Fair use, by the way.
Grid, discovered that.
And then this is Jimmy.
Frost hoses on our hot.
And like we said with the backstory with Jimmy, he had some tough times going on in his life, and he decided he wanted to put all his efforts into sim racing. Of course, he talks about his little shed that was in the backyard of his mom's house, and that's where he was putting in all the work. And then it took him here to where he's actually racing, and he has a real seat.
Side of our turbo, meaning the turbo in.
But this is
of Stefano Lini, but Lini's got the inside line. They were leaning on each other.
I think that's them right there.
The Wheatcroft straight, and Stefano Lini's got the inside for Redgate. He holds the lead, but Rob Weldon looks determined here. Have a look at the lap times as they go over the line this time. No personal bests. They're all lapping in the mid 105s, and much has a look there.
We could see how hard it was for Gordy to pass round here. The
Oh, hold on, that
dirty
wasn't
air in the
him.
corners, so we decided to back up.
Goes the 87 of Jimmy Broadbent. He takes the lead.
There it goes.
To Red Gates. Broadbent.
You look like
Oh shit!
Wow.
Hold on, guys.
If so, I have the perfect recommendation for you.
Bent leads it ahead.
Oh,
I
man.
told you get premium.
Man, I'm not paying for that right now. All right, here we go.
The battle is joined for third between Corey Alleyne and Chris Bridle. So Jimmy Broadbent puts the 87 car back into the
Nice.
over the line to complete lap number 34. That car's still got the fastest lap, courtesy of Gordy Much, a 1 minute 5.060. Broadbent lapping in the 106.
Jimmy's serious about this, bro.
Very serious.
Lead by another 3/4 of a
I
second.
mean, you tell me you wouldn't be serious if you saw yourself in this particular situation?
Bro,
Like, man, how did I get
dude,
here?
if I took the road Jimmy took, I'd trust me, I'd run the hell out of that project.
Have hit problems in this race.
I run it like there's no tomorrow.
All playing into the hands of Broadbent and Much. Over 17 seconds clear now, Jimmy Broadbent. He doesn't need to take any risks here. He can take it easy to the flag for win number 3 for the 77 car this year. The 87 Fanatec Praga will extend its championship lead.
Look at that, man.
All right, man. Listen, dude. We got to put that on the fucking whiteboard. It's pardon my language, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get in something, dude. Some seat.
Oh yeah, I mean
Something.
that's always the goal, man.
Yeah,
That's always the goal, man.
because that's badass right there.
No, it is. It is, man. And then we have our guy, James Baldwin. Now, James Baldwin was a guy who started out on a Assetto Corsa. And for everything I've seen him race, it was only a Assetto Corsa. I haven't really seen him race anything else, but he would put his work in on there, and he won a seat with the Jensen Team
Button.
Rocket.
Yep.
And actually
So
on his
he has a good idea.
debut, he actually won. He actually won his debut. So I think that's pretty crazy. You know, you go from sim racing, and you know, in your first race, you win it. You know.
Yeah, and then he was also streaming his stint from Le Mans also.
Yes, I got that.
Yep.
Yeah, I got that one, man. But on this one that we're talking about now, he I'm trying to get it to where it is. I'm trying to get it. All right, here we go.
Green flag. The race will resume, and they'll have time, maybe for 2 more laps. Yes, they should have 2 more laps to go. Keep pushing. Michael O'Brien's already built up a nice little cushion. That's probably about a.
Oh, that wasn't him.
Between him.
That's
Make
him.
their way down the hill then into Cascade. Still it is Angus Fender and James Ball in third and fourth.
On the grid, it was nerve-wracking experience.
There's Button's colors right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, white, neon, green, and black.
Mm-hmm. From the Braun GP.
Yep, Braun.
Doesn't really help anyone.
Yeah, really solid first lap from James, maintained position.
Is that a McLaren?
Yeah.
Third position. Angus Fender in second with the 2 blue and black.
Sorry, man. If I'm sniffling, you guys, I got stupid allergies right now. I'm sorry, you guys.
Example right on his case.
I think I had the pace to match, or if not.
Look, he was looking good, man.
In me, but there was a car in front. Hard to take it on park. So.
Was that Alton Park?
I think that was Alton.
So just stay there.
Okay.
It's race, but it sort of is. So the mentality changes.
James Baldwin, the world's fastest gamer, is right on Fender's Fender, so we could see where it goes.
Did you hear what they said? They said James Baldwin,
No,
the world's fast. What?
What did he say?
They said James Baldwin, the world's fastest gamer, right on the fender of a Fender, or whatever that guy's name. But it's just crazy. The world's fastest driver, and he's out here racing. You know.
Cut down into a rhythm and cut through the traffic in GT4s.
And the reason why we bring these guys up is because, like I said, sometimes you have to remind yourself that it's possible. You know, because you know, we grew up in a time where our parents told us to get off the game for playing them too long, and now these people are getting rewarded for playing their games too long. So it's kind of like, damn, I shouldn't have listened to my parents back then.
No, or
You know what I'm saying?
or dude, it was just something where it was just out of reach altogether.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying, just on the last live stream, we talked about budget rigs, right?
Mm.
Everybody can get a PC, build a PC that can run any of these platforms. Get you a budget rig and you just get going, man. You got to get started. Look at the Yanmar, bro, dude. We're talking a console to an actual Super GT car. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's. I know I keep saying it, but it's doable. You just have to figure out how to get there, and that's all. That's all it really is. Because this is his onboard footage of Spa. This is onboard footage of Spa. Here we go again. Onboard footage of Spa after Liberty Mutual steals the spotlight. Okay, here we go, guys. So this is him doing the 24-hour Spa, one of his stints.
Okay, this. It was this Lamar or Spa?
This is Spa. This is the most recent one. Hey, Formula, I'll tell you this much, man. If you're thinking about going to Skip Barber where you can learn to do the F1, the F4 car, I think you should try to do it, man. If it's on your heart and you're thinking about it, it's not there. It's not just there for no reason. So, man,
Wait,
yeah.
Wait. I didn't see what was it? What did he say?
It's in the comments. He's basically saying that the Skip Barber track is near his house, and there's a school there where you can learn to do F4. So, yeah, man, I think that'd be cool if you could do that, man. But I'm a firm believer nowadays that if you think about it or it's on your heart, 9 times out of 10, you're probably supposed to do it. Like, it's not a coincidence that you want to race cars. That's how
Well,
I
I'll
see
tell you
it.
right now. You said that's an F4, the F4 car.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, so that's going to be like a ride and drive, dude. So the budget for that is probably going to be like if you bought a cart and ran it for a season, right? So I don't. If you can see the main thing, bro, is that you got to commit the money. If you really want to do it, you'll pay to do it because you really want to do it. Like that's what I know about the guys who race. Even like me, myself, Jamal. It's like if you want to do it, you'll pay the money to do it. Like if you really want to do it. And I'm not like trying to shit talk you into doing it. What I'm telling you is that the price to do that Skip Barber stuff, it's not like super astronomical. It's not. It's really just like if you go and look it up, you get the price, you look at it, just it's really you look at it and just say, you know what, F it, I'm gonna do it. Go do it, man. Put the money up, go and do it. Get whatever certifications, licenses you get from that. Shoot, next thing you know, you might run into a guy who's got a spec Miata, right, that he rents out. And you've got your Skip Barber, that's SCCA. So you got your Skip Barber license, right? You got guys who go, oh, you got your Skip Barber license? Hey, look, I got a seat, man. You want to rent the car out? All right, get your sponsors, get your money together, rent the car from the guy. He's got the whole pit, he's got the crew, he's got everything. That's how you get in. You just got to commit to it and do it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. But I know in regards to like running a car for the full season, it really just depends on like what class you want to be in. For me, I'll tell you my route that I took when I ran my 2 full seasons, right? So, I was on a budget, but I know I wanted to get into karting. So one of the classes that we have here in Texas is we have a LO 206.
206.
We have a LO 206 class, right? So that's like the cheapest class because the motor is not that much. You can get a used motor for like $600, really, to be honest with you. But you can get a used motor $700, and then you can get you a cart. You can find I didn't really pay that much for a car. I bought like a little beater cart, unfortunately, but I paid like $1,200. So therefore I'm like $1,700, $800, $1,800 in it. So then from that point on, you're really just paying for just the entry fees from that point on, because you don't really waste that much gas in LO206. The maintenance is not that hard. The maintenance only gets kind of tedious when you really want to start winning and you really see how people are winning. So you start like changing your clutch springs and changing your clutch all the damn time, and getting your motors and your heads rebuilt. But outside of that, that's the most cost efficient. And I would say for a month, you'll probably spend only like, because of entry fees, you'll probably only spend about $150 to $200.
Well, here's what I'll say to that. I'll say there's two trains of thought, right? Um, it's cost efficient if you have the time and the space and the energy to invest in your own equipment and maintain it for yourself, right? Because what you're not, once you make that investment, what you're not doing is renting a seat every week to go and run, or every event to go run, right? But let's just say you're somebody who doesn't have the space or the kind of like just the truck, the trailer, the tools, the everything, right? To maintain like your own karting, you're going your own cart. Then that's when I would say, okay, find a local team and then run with them. Work out a deal to where every race you're paying them, you're paying them for renting the cart for the weekend, and then you're, in addition to that, you're paying your registration fee. But by renting a seat, you basically have a cart ready to go for you, right? And then again, you can line up some sponsors. So that, let's just say you have fresh tires on deck all the time. You have a sponsor that gets you tires and all that. So, the team will have the cart ready to go, and you're the one that says, well, look, I got fresh tires, man. So I just want to make sure my cart's running good. So you have a sponsor that has like a tire budget or something. There's ways that you can run with a team and then have sponsors that come on board, to where, you can run and not own anything, and you could do a full season, right? I think when I was running a team and somebody wanted to rent for a race, I think it was like $490. I think it was like $450 or $500. Okay, but you were running a VLR chassis, you were running a fresh 206 motor, fresh tires, everything, right? So I was putting dudes in carts that were going to compete, so they would pay the money. Okay, some other guys, they'll say, "Yeah, $300, I got you." They'll put you on some shoddy tires and a beat up chassis and a whatever motor, and all they're trying to do is just make money. So it really just depends on what your own personal aims and objectives are. But if you want to do low cost, you want to do open wheel, you want to do some real fast stuff, you want to get your adrenaline up, bro, I'll tell you right now, Jamal and I will always push karting.
Yeah, so I just like to keep it simple, because the thing about it is, when I first started getting into karting, they were saying exactly what you were saying, Ulysses, and that shit was confusing the shit out of me. So I will say this much, bro. Hey, Formula, I made a video about a year ago, a year and a half ago, and it's called "The Top 5 Beginner Karting Tips." Just watch that video. It's very simple. It even talks about, even if you don't own a trailer in your car, or you don't have a garage or anything like that, it talks about what you can do about the to rectify that situation. Because for me, I didn't own a truck, but luckily at my track they had storage space that I would rent. Or if you know people at the track, what you need to do, you need to start talking to people when you go to the track and see if they have trailer space, and see if you can pay them for renting it out or something.
Yeah, they'll load your cart on their trailer.
Mm-hmm. Or if you're like me, you can go to Harbor Freight and go buy you one of those
you do it the Spartan style.
Yeah, I did some real gangster risky shit. I was like, hey man, I'm gonna get out there and race. I bought my cart, and then I bought one of them little racks that you put on the back of your car, and I put it on there, and I ratcheted it up, man. So, and I was in a Toyota Yaris, by the way.
That's just funny, bro. It's a Yaris, bro.
Shit, man, I'm telling you. But I mean, it's like what you're saying. If you really want to do it, you'll do it.
Well, the reason why it's funny is because you already know, man. You got guys that'll pull up big old like I don't want to say 18-wheeler, but they just kind of overdo it for
F
karting
F
sometimes.
F3. They're all in F350 King ranches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 30 feet, 40 feet
Bro, got the
trailers.
60-foot canopy tent.
You go out
Got
there and
whole
get smoked.
hospitality and all this.
And you go out there and get smoked by somebody
And
like
you go
me.
out, you pulled up, you go with your cart on a Yaris, and you smoke them.
Yeah, look
There's
at
no
me.
better feeling in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the ones with money. But like I said, man, you can in karting, man, there's ways to get in it. You know what I'm saying? You can get in karting without money, to be honest with you. Now, if you're gonna do shifters, yeah, I ain't got no advice
Okay,
for
now I'm gonna tell you right now, because I'm gonna tell you right now, he's talking about maybe testing F4. I think, and I've seen I've seen some of his videos. He's doing like a lot of open wheel,
Who?
IndyCar stuff like that. I think
Who? You talking about Formula?
Shifter, huh?
You said Formula's doing a lot of those videos?
No, he was doing like I think I saw him doing like the IndyCar,
Yeah.
iRacing. Yeah. Open wheel, right?
Mhm.
I think Shifter Kart man may wet his palate.
It would,
If he's
but
really
we're
into
talking about
open
cost.
wheel,
But we're talking about cost
right?
though at the same time though.
No, the cost is stupid, right?
There's
I'm
no
not.
way.
That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
huh?
Go ahead. Continue what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, the cost is may be kind of stupid, but you gotta also think about the type of racing it is, right? Shifter car racing is stupidly insane. It's fast. It's a total full adrenaline rush, the whole shit, right? Um, that could even be an option for you.
Mm-hmm. No, it could be. It could be, man. Um, but I'll tell you this much: if you get in shifter, uh, just be ready to take out a loan. But anyways, man, outside of that, man, yeah. So going back to what we were saying, though, yeah, but just in general though, sim racing can get you to where you want to get to. To be honest with you, sim racing can get you to it can get you into karting if that's what you wanted to do. Because there's
Yep.
kart sims out there,
Cart. We showed Cartcraft last week.
Yeah, Cartcraft, all that stuff. So it's like if you wanted to do that, you could do that. It's kind of like really, I think what really people have to understand is that your mind is very, very powerful. And what I mean by that is that if I practice, everybody knows my favorite series is Super GT. So if I practice every day on Suzuka and I'm trying to be the fastest at Suzuka, but I have the intention of practicing Suzuka on iRacing because I know at one point at a time there's going to be a time in my life where I'm going to be racing on that track. If I constantly keep saying that, the universe has no choice but to make that come true or put me in place in order to make the moves happen to be there. And that's just what I believe. And I think if everybody started believing stuff like that, we could all get what we want or get something similar. So I think that's one thing I like to try to put out there. You can manifest anything you really see in your mind. It's possible. So
Well, dude, this is where I'm trying to manifest being a Nordschleife specialist.
yeah, for sure.
What better way to like, dude? If I'm in California, obviously I'm not in Germany. So then my next option is to sim it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and then you don't have to pay anything to sim it up. That's the good thing about it. You don't have to pay anything to sim it up. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
hey, man, I think that's what it is, man. Also, there was one more guy. We had one more guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think there's one more guy, right?
It was one more guy. Actually, it was two more guys. There's this guy named Igor Fraga. He was in Gran Turismo. He actually got a seat. He got a seat with a Formula 4 team. I'm trying to remember. Trying to see. Okay. All right, guys. We got
first place
Igor
for the
Fraga.
Brazilian.
That win gave Fraga the opportunity of a
Fair
lifetime
use, right?
to hone his driving skills at McLaren's Technology Center.
McLaren Shadow Project champion Igor Fraga. He beat over 500
Dude, McLaren has a whole esports team, bro.
competitors to be crowned the Season 1 Shadow Project winner and can rightfully claim to be one of SimRacing's elite talents. He spent the following year developing his skills both on and off the track with the help of McLaren's driver.
What the hell is that on his head?
Fraga capped off the year
Oh, it trains your neck muscles.
by winning the 2019
You know,
FIA
G-forces and stuff.
GT Manufacturer Series.
But look,
esports.
No, a lot of
he
people.
wound it up
At the end
after
of the
that.
day, it's
Gotten
This is
another
where
one.
he's at.
Wow.
level. You always have
See?
to really challenge.
What's that, F3?
High level of
Yep.
competition. Like
Is F3 right there?
esports, it's like much easier to start on because of the cost and everything. You know, you can just buy it. You don't have to have like a place closer to you to get involved. It can be like a new way to discover something.
That's what I'm saying, man. So it's kind of like we said before, you know, this can get you where you need to be. You know, it can get you where you need to be. And then also the one last but not least, we got our man Super GT. Now, Super GT, like we said, is a jack of all trades, but he did it all with Gran Turismo. Of course,
Yes.
he did a couple other games. You know, he did like a set of course.
Dude, like briefly.
Briefly.
Yeah, briefly.
Well, I mean, I'm saying sometimes he shows those because he did like a whole rookie series on iRacing. But this is
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he
necessarily
does.
went to plan.
Oh, I missed that.
But this is his first race in a Miata. But
Okay.
oh my god.
Now, the thing about Super GT is funny as hell.
Oh yeah, no, he's a great host. He's a great host. I like looking at this stuff, man. Hold on.
Into Vale, who's going to win out here? It's going to be the blue car on the inside, as you'd expect.
It's him racing this.
I think we're unique. because now,
Oh,
as
they
you can
got
see,
me,
we
man.
are
They
in a
got
studio
me.
atmosphere. We're not in a
Premium.
I'm going to try this one.
But here's
around the outside
Silverstone.
into club, not quite going to work, and I'm going to have to filter back in. No, I'm not. It's going to actually work. Look at that. Get the position around the outside.
Fair use, by the way.
Actually willing to work with me.
Bro, does that ever even like when we say that?
Try and move
Does that
forward.
keep them from blocking this?
I was just trying to think of the bigger.
I think so.
Briefly going to the back of the
Oh.
car in front.
Because I know we said it in that Formula One one. The first one dropped it.
I think what you also have to do, maybe next time, bro, you know, you do the little banner down there, or it says fair use down there.
Quite easily.
You can put a little banner down. No, I'm saying on StreamYard.
Yeah, you can see the cars behind begin to
You can put the little thing, and it says fair use.
opens up the
Gotcha.
gap, and that's the thing that you don't really want to do. You want to,
But I don't even know if that'll work though. To be honest with
so
you.
much that you
I mean, dude, we ain't we ain't making no money off of this, dude. So it is fair use
Well, I don't know.
by definition.
I mean, technically, but it don't matter. We talk about that off camera.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But that was Super GT putting it down in a real whip at Silverstone.
In a real whip. But yeah, just letting you guys know that if you like sim racing and you would like to race a real car, just continue to do that. You don't even know where to go. Just map out your vision and just follow that vision. Kind of like what I'm doing, kind of like what me and you listeners are doing. Just map out your vision.
Sure.
Just keep following. You know what I'm saying? All right,
And
guys.
I would say if you do have access to like a karting complex, even if it's an indoor one, indoor electric karts, because they typically run on a quarter-mile layout indoors, okay? And for a lot of those indoor electric karts, if they have the speeds wicked up to 5, they're kind of like on par with a 206 just about in terms of torque and the speeds that you'll get in the distance that you're running in an indoor track. So I would say if you want some real-time seat of the pants experience, one, if there's an electric indoor kart track in your area, start checking, going over there and getting in some laps, right? That'll do you some good. Matter of fact, I'll sit. You know what? Let me pull the video, dude. I'll show people what we're talking about. Two, let's say there's an actual track out near where you're at. Typically, they're going to have some sort of rental program, or there's guys that have a cart, a cart team or something like that where they rent seats. Go out there, talk to some people, shake some hands, get some numbers. Take the initiative to pursue it.
No, for sure. No, you're right though, because you got to go out there and you got to shake some hands because you never know who you can meet and who might give pity to you, who might be like, I like this guy. I know he's broke, but we'll give him a shot. So
No, if you or if you got some cash in hand,
maybe that's just my
oh
dream.
wait, how you have that? It costs this much. Oh, you have that? Great.
Yeah, that's just my dream. I always dream about that. Somebody coming up to me and be like, I like you, man. I know you're broke, but I'm gonna give you a chance. Here's my McLaren. Don't wreck it, right? Anyways, but yeah, just put your mind to it and you can do it. All right, so just moving on to like highlights and what we're going to be showing now. This is the DTM race 2. They were at Spa this weekend, and this is race 2. So I'm not sure who won. Fair use, right?
Second pole of the year, Sheldon van der Linde alongside
Fair use, but I'm not sure who won.
But
we're kind of watching this together now.
Quite level yet with the three-time
but I have not been keeping up that good with DTM. But this is a series that I actually like to watch from time to time.
And down towards Eau Rouge, Nick Cassidy in third, having qualified.
The DTM is very similar to Super GT. In fact, a couple years ago, they used to do mashups where they would put the DTM cars on the track with the Super GT cars.
Under pressure from Michael Grenier, 3 abreast just behind as well, with Wittmann, Fraga, and Stolz all going side by side. And in the second group of cars, a good start for the birthday boy, Lucas Auer, who made his way out from the 4th row of the grid.
Oh, wow. You're getting a slowdown penalty.
And then later in the race, Lucas Auer charging up the inside of his Windward teammate to go for a move at the end of the run into the bus stop chicane. So Lucas Auer on a charge again after dropping down to 5th place in the championship with his non-points finish. And Gotts then falling behind Grenier. And then Thomas Preining pouncing on the way out of La Source. Suddenly, the
we're going too wide. Boom.
Yeah, somebody better give it up.
I've seen 3 wide through Eau Rouge, dude. No accident. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a little nerve-wracking for me.
That is a little nerve-wracking.
Because if you come out like on top of that hill and you're too wide, you're gonna go right into that wall, like head first.
He's not a 3-time champion for nothing. He held
like right there, that Audi, if it kept going, you go right to that wall.
Oh, wow, that's kind of sketch.
Holding on to the inside.
These boys is
Okay, well, he didn't give up. No, well, he didn't gain a position, so he's good now.
Being safe and collecting championship points. Nick Cassidy only concerned with trying to get a race.
Nick Cassidy, he was racing with Albon last year.
The Ferrari eventually down.
No, not Nick Cassidy. That was another guy. That's not Nick Cassidy. Nick Cassidy actually took Albon's spot, if I'm not mistaken. I want to be one of those camera guys. You see that camera guys holding the cameras? That should be me.
And that would prove critical.
Wait, which guys?
It was the guys in the pit stops. They were holding cameras, filming them doing that. I
wonder how I could do that. Where would he come out in relation to Nick Cassidy, who picked up the net race lead? And with Ferrari already having made 1 quick pit stop with his teammate Felipe Fraga. Lucas Auer pushing on, trying to get back in the championship fight. Then Nick Cassidy made his pit stop and came out after a great in-lap and a great 7.6 second pit stop from the team ahead of Sheldon van der Linde. Van der Linde, though, would have his tyres up to temperature. Nick Cassidy in the Ferrari would struggle through Eau Rouge, surely. And the two of them were absolutely...
Ooh, he pushed them off, didn't he?
Oh, come on. Come on.
Dang, he's still pushing.
I mean, but dude, you gotta. I was gonna say you're not setting up for that left-hander.
Between Cassidy and van der Linde and René Rast behind.
Nick Cassidy's no joke though. Nick Cassidy was in Super Formula, if I'm not mistaken, a couple years ago.
Yeah, he was. But René Rast, dude, he ran DTM, dude. He's no joke either.
Side by side with Lucas Auer, the driver, he'd had that big moment with him.
I think he drove for Audi.
Pick up what would become a podium position. That was cemented.
Some don't look right.
Happened for René Rast towards the end of the race.
I don't think his tires were supposed to do
No, everything. I don't know. I thought everything was cool. No.
Race 2.
I don't think his tires are supposed to do that.
Course yellow and a 1-lap sprint to the finish.
Just one lap sprint.
Cassidy could have done
They
without
didn't finish under the
two.
safety
Shelton
car.
van der Linde, they went side by side into the source, but the Ferrari got there first, just ahead of the BMW. Thomas Preining coming under fire once more from his nemesis of the weekend, Lucas Auer, who was determined to get onto the podium on his 28th birthday. They were absolutely side by side once again on the way into Eau Rouge, but once again Thomas Preining held firm. So then, a 10th different winner in DTM 2022.
Nick Cassidy.
Won at Spa.
Boom. It's crazy, dude. DTM is just basically GT3.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Just like IMSA, GT3. It's pretty much all this is aim.
DTM should be Super GT, if you don't mind us opinion.
Well, I mean, DTM, they used to remember that. Well, I don't know if you heard me when I said it, but they actually used to do mashups of those Super GT and DTM.
They were trying. Well, they were trying to homologate the classes. We talked about it like a couple live streams ago. But I'm saying, right about now, the Super GT cars are the closest thing to an actual DTM car that you can find.
Well, yeah, but I guess I was trying to tell you is like what I'm saying is DTM. That's just for Europe. That's like a Germany. But then you have Super GT is for Japan. They was actually mashing them up and like trying to bring both of those crowds together.
Yeah.
So like they was actually racing them on the track. I wish they would do that again.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, dude, like DTM now though is not like a silhouette series like how Super GT is, because that's what DTM was, right? See, so Super GT and DTM they used to have way more synergy, but now DTM is basically just it's another GT3 series, which, look, I love GT3. I'm just saying, though, like, that's what DTM has become.
Got you. I don't know, man. Money rules the world, so.
Yeah, and I guess, if you're the major automotive manufacturers, right, you dump money into, like, say, hypercar, which you're about to go into, F1, the GT classes and stuff like that. DTM is kind of out of the picture.
Nah, I get what you're saying.
For the first time in years, beautiful.
But this is your series, so.
For the first time in years, beautiful.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, man.
A World Endurance Championship arriving here in Japan.
I've always been a World Endurance Championship dude.
Well, we know why.
The LMP cars, the prototypes, all that gnarly stuff. That car you saw, me running on the Nords earlier. So yeah, this is what we've got now. We've got the hypercar class that's really taken over the prototype class. So the one thing to note in this race was the Peugeot. It is a gorgeous car. It is sexy, and it put down some laps in free practice sessions a few days ago. No good there.
It's crazy.
Aston Martins from the back of the grid, starting with their.
Once again, you have GT3s running, right? Like GT3s run everywhere.
Yeah, they do.
That's why I was like, well, DTM isn't distinctive as a series anymore.
Well, it's just more opportunity for me to get into because that's my
that's
my class.
Yeah, well, that's not a bad thing. Just
yeah. Uh-oh, that's not going to sit well. That's not going to sit well.
Come on, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, somebody's going to get a talking to.
What? Look at this right here, though.
They always do that at Fuji, though. They always try to force somebody.
Dang.
After the 91 car had exceeded track limits and was handed a drive-through penalty following in from the Corvette. The Algarve Pro car returning to the track 20 so laps after.
There's the Peugeot right there.
Incident, and Ferrari grabbing the top 2 spots in the GTE Pro class around the 2-hour mark. Aston Martin's Satoshi Hashino.
Astons.
Station racing car up to the top of the pile. Number 8 Toyota being waved by the number 7 car.
I mean, the Toyotas are the tops of the class when it comes to hypercar. These guys just got the car dialed in. They were the first ones to build one. They have it on track running it. They've got plenty of time on it. Look at that thing.
Poor Peugeot struggling.
And look at it smoke.
Right.
Turbocharger problem. It's lost a handful of laps. It's now 13 laps behind the leaders. WRT leading in LMP2. AF Corsa in GT Pro.
And Toyota.
Yeah. And the number 8.
That car is badass.
Talking about the Toyota or the Peugeot?
The Peugeot. I just like the fact that it doesn't have a rear wing.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like the headlights.
That's the other thing about it, is that it has the mark of a Peugeot. Right? It looks like a Peugeot from the front.
Yeah.
Right. And then the way they went about the aero makes the car distinctive. A lot of the other hypercars, they look the same. The Peugeot is just completely different, and it's sexy as hell.
Well, here goes the onboard lap of the Peugeot at Fuji. Oh, that's how you take that turn. Okay.
Yeah, he was off throttle, dude. No brake, just literally off throttle.
Yeah, I know you don't brake on there, but it's how he did it. It's always tricked me out right there. This is the FP2. So.
Yeah, this is free practice, the second session. The third session, the one I was telling you about, that was the one where they were basically chasing a Toyota for some laps, and I was like, whoa, dude, look at this. This is gnarly.
I was like, where is he going?
Yeah, he's going to the pits.
Yeah, man, but that Peugeot, like, the thing about it is, I gotta start watching more of that. The World Endurance Challenge. It's not something I used to watch a lot of.
Well, I'll tell you right now. I think they said by the end of this season, they're supposed to have a grid of like 10 hypercars, right? And then for the first race of next season, I think they're saying the grid should be at 19.
Yeah.
Right, when they have the Cadillacs, Lamborghini's supposed to be getting in. You know, Ferrari's got a hypercar coming. BMW has one. Porsche has theirs.
Yeah.
You got, all these manufacturers coming in with their cars.
Gotcha. Well, we got one more. It is the rally.
Oh yeah, WRC, man. This
very much in the driving seat in the championship, but his lead has been reduced.
Okay,
young, man.
3 points.
Yeah, Robin Pera. Yeah, he's only like 24 or something like that. He's young.
Damn.
He's a young dude. No, I've had Robin Pera pegged to win the championship this year because those first like 4 races, dude. I'm sorry, that dude. He was untouchable.
Yeah.
Now the last few races, he's done okay, but like you see the gap in points. Like largely, he has been on point, man. That Toyota is badass.
Damn, he's got like a 53-point lead.
And like the last 3 races, dude, haven't been his best outings. and he still has a 53-point lead. So I'm just saying, those early 4 races, I think it was.
Yeah,
he was killing it on every stage.
Gotcha, man. Well, that's all the topics we have for today, man.
Yeah, man.
We had apologize for the hiccup in the beginning, but you know, that's how stuff goes when you
Yeah,
take
we,
a
we,
chance.
we ran afoul of the racing gods.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But that's how it is when you take chances, and I have no problem doing that.
Yeah, they were like, we don't approve, Jamal.
Nope, they don't. But that's cool because I'll work my way around them, and then when I have enough money, I'll just buy them off. But anyways, outside of that,
Well, to be fair, that wasn't the racing gods, man. That was like YouTube or some shit.
shoot, nah, that was. I've noticed that though with Formula One, like when you're sharing any of their content, they're really on it. Like they're on it because that was
Damn.
quick. That was very.
That's
quick.
that's like playing Jay-Z music on your live streams, bro.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't. That's a surefire way to get a damn channel strike. It's on it, dude.
For real.
You get like 5 seconds of a Jay-Z song. You're like, that's it.
Right. But okay. I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. But anyways,
right.
man, I appreciate you guys joining us tonight. If you feel like you would like to, go ahead and hit that Cash App. They're scrolling across the bottom of the screen.
For sure, man.
donate
Go
what
ahead
you
and support. We got some plans for some sim racing action. That's why we kind of covered it here this evening to inspire folks, man. Like, look, this is a pathway. It's a pathway into the stuff that we love to like nerd out and talk about.
And also, guys, just to let you guys know, I'm gonna show you guys. Tomorrow is the premiere of my GTDD unboxing. Okay,
World premiere, mirror.
Right. So at 9 a.m. tomorrow, make sure you guys tune in and please check that out because I love this wheelbase. I'm gonna spend about 2 more days on it, and then I'm gonna send my pedals in for a warranty exchange, and I won't be racing for like however long it takes for them to sort this shit out.
You don't have your G29 pedals that you can plug back in?
I'm not putting them. I can't. The reason why is because like I can't run my G29 pedals with my steering wheel.
Oh, okay.
Because in order to run the G29 pedals, I have to.
You got to use the Logitech software.
Yeah, and the steering wheel, and I don't feel like doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna have to recalibrate stuff on my iRacing. Like, I'm not doing all that. I'll just.
Yeah, this fool's just he's gonna cross his arms and be like, nope, I'm not gonna do it until I get my pedals back.
I mean, it's too much work to do all this stuff. Anyways, outside of that, man, I appreciate you guys joining us. I appreciate you, your listeners.
For sure.
I appreciate that. Hey, until next week, we'll see y'all then.
Peace.